Hey guys, Renner here. Welcome back to my Taro YouTube channel, and after a very long time, we're back on some GTA racing for a video that until Sunday, I didn't think I'd be doing. But as ever with the GTA, some things never change, do they? Because now then, we're stuck on the grid, the 3 to 1 countdown's not even coming up. But that doesn't even matter because, now we've got the countdown, but we're still not going to go anywhere yet. Because this race, as you've seen by the title, for the first time, after nearly 2 years, I've managed to get in a Broughy1322 and Stream Crew PS4 race. And this race is with F-tier sports classics. And I'm going to show you first. I've got the Fagaloa, and this race is either the Fagaloa, which is the slower cars, but quicker through the corners, or the Tornado RatRods, which there's ones going through now, which are horrific around the corners, well, so much faster in the straights, and also you've got to shoot your car once, or however many times you want, because this race also features one mandatory pit stop that obviously you can't do on the first lap. You can do it on the last lap if you wanted to, but I'm not going to be doing it then. This race will also feature harmonic start, which is where, now that everyone's lined up and everyone's actually got a car, you can't move until the car in front of you goes. Just to try and keep a little bit of the chaos out through this turn 1, because here on the cutting corners track, there's a few people not moving, so people haven't really got the idea of how to do these, but I'm up to 15th place, and this is the highest position that I'm going to be in. I'm not getting higher than 15th. Unless people like piling into the first lap, then maybe then, or there've been a few crashes already. But they actually end up now into P12. I'll take that as another lively Fagaloa all over the place there. I don't really know what they're doing. It's in the right off the road up now into 10th place. P10, top 10 in a race where people actually know how to race. This is uncharted territory for me, top 10. And then we've got Mark Verstappen there around the outside line. We're going to try and do the Max Verstappen late break and try and go around the outside line, and much like the Verstappen way, just completely drives straight around the outside line. Also, at the time, obviously, I'm doing this as a post-com, the Fagaloa has a lot of grip when you get down the inside line by the Tornado, which is a lot faster anyway, supposedly about a second a lap quicker around the normal cutting corners track. I think it's going to be more than that, surely. Although you see through the corners, this Fagaloa has a lot of grip, which, at this first lap, at the time of recording this race, I had no idea. Although we can go for a dive back at the inside of the RatRod, because they're lagging now, going to leave them space, which is going to give me a horrible run out of the corner. And let's see the RatRod go through, which is going to go straight past me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Well, no, because I lost a lot of momentum in these Fagaloas, they're so slow anyway. I lost momentum, and now all the other Fagaloas now is going to go straight past me now. Of course, there's no catch-up associated, so it's contact racing, but actually how it should be, and there goes Brough in the Tornado RatRod, diving up the inside line. Also, as it is, all the faster drivers like Brough, Mark Verstappen, Murphos and that, usually tend to all go to the back anyway, so my position of being in 10th wasn't always too legitimate anyway, because you're going to get the 5 or 6 actually really good people starting at the back. My aim for this race when I went into it was ideally to not DNF, and that was a bit of lag. You get down inside down by a silver Fagaloa. The turquoise one has lost it, but they can get around the outside line and try and make an overtake. I can finally make another overtake. And where did that one come from? That RatRod to go down the inside line. Now we've got another one there around the outside once again. Just not going to find them. They're going to hit into me though. Thank you for that. I leave you all the space. I mean, technically, we're doing an open wheel race here, because I mean, they're not in the open wheels car class, but the RatRods definitely have exposed wheels, so yeah, it's an open wheels car race. And who said you can't have fun races when you're racing open wheel cars? Clearly, they've never raced the F-tier, slowest sports classics cars in the entire game. We're getting a good run though on the RatRod front, so through the corners. Now can go for a dive into the hairpin. Yes, we can find a way out of the inside line, because the RatRod really doesn't take. Got 3 wide there up in front. But Fagaloa, of course, you're going to lose out in that battle every single time, unless like your controller dies or something. Because the corners, is where the Fagaloa has the grip through. You can really and because it's so slow, you can full throttle through a lot of these corners. This is where the RatRods have to be careful, because we can get back around the outside line. But once they've passed us, like down this straight, going up, or the straight just gone, once they're past you onto a straight, that's it. You've never seen them again unless they crash or make a pit stop or anything. And lap 3, the silver ones you've got to pull, and I think they may just come out of the pit lane, because there's no way it should be going that slowly. And then keeping it side by side with them now, and trying to get contact with them. Well, I think, did I hit them off? Did I hit them? I was nowhere near them. I'm going to wait for them. There's nowhere really I can pull over, because I've got that other RatRod behind me as well. I'm pulling over to the inside line, not even going quickly, but I'm going to make the next corner, and then move to the inside line there, and finally let them go through. I think I hit them. But then they were behind me anyway, so I'm presuming I lag hit them, but because they were behind me when it happened, I didn't see it, so... Oh well, but I made it into a race after nearly 2 years. I'm not complaining, I'll wait for them. Because well, that's what you got to do anyway, the proper racing etiquette, you crash someone out, lag hit, or a hit that you can see, you wait for them, that's just how it is. And into the hairpin, we've got a little bit of a no man's land space here, because the few cars getting a bit laggy through the hairpin. So, well, I mean, they're going to be pulling away from me anyway, so as long as I can just avoid them when they're lagging, that's all I need, really. I'm out of the top half, but I wasn't really expecting to finish outside the top half anyway. Obviously, I want to finish the race, but if I can finish not last as well, if I do end up doing nothing, which not last or finishing the race will be, for me, honestly, a really good achievement. Since I'm racing against nearly 30 people who probably race a lot more on a regular basis, because this is the first race I've done since, when was the last time I did a GTA video? I think it's like when the first, like, was it the PR rate, the first F1 cars got released, and everyone was setting world records that day, so it's about half a year ago? Yeah, so I literally haven't raced in like half a year, and I'm jumping straight into a race with people that actually can race, and I go for a dive on the inside line, they're back on the inside line, and this Fagaloas keeping his side, so I hit the inside there and hit into them! Oh, sorry mate. I've got a little bit too much 18, so I was expecting the grip to try and carry me around past, but the thing doesn't really understeer all that much with the amount of grip it has. So yeah, let them go back past. Here's a mistake, once again we got away from this. So wherever it is, racing that Fagaloa, I really have no luck against them. Now then, the race now is getting towards sunset, because another thing with these 1322 races, they're always set current weather and current time of day. Well, I say always, like 99% of the time, unless it's like a specific race, like if it's a snow race or something like that. And then the back, we're up into 19, so I'm finally made another overtake, but I doubt that's going to happen. Now, doubt it's going to last though. Also, the way, obviously, GTA day is about 48 minutes or so. The way the sun's setting, it was daytime when we started this race. I'm on like 4 or 5, and it's getting towards night time. That makes these Fagaloas feel even slower, because it's been literally half an in-game day, and we're still only now on lap 5 of the race. So we've got the other Fagaloa, the Radibans. Now this is my 5th lap round, and of course I had Broughy's stream on my phone as well whilst I was doing this race, just so I could get all the info about the start and then just leave it on anyway. And he mentioned that the Fagaloa has a lot of grip, and it was about now that I realised I can really start sending it around these corners. I'm going to avoid the little apex area there, so we lose a little bit of time if we don't hit the ideal apex, but it's a lot quicker than just crashing into it. Getting through there, not really hitting the apex, but still, if you keep it consistent, then it might be okay to try and keep possibly a top 20 position. Because you can really just throw the car through because it is so freaking slow that it's not even going to understeer into the wall, because it has a lot of grip. And then again, you would expect a slower car would do better around the corners because it's not carrying so much speed round said corner. Now this straight is just pain. Honestly, all the straights in this car are just pain. We've got this other car coming behind us though. We got Hoo-Ha 2012, which I'm guessing he's probably already made his pit stop or he's had some sort of mare, because there's no way on the end of lap 5 that guy should end up being behind me anyway. But now we're going to go for a pit stop now, because I almost forgot, once again on the stream they're mentioning, because Broughy is about almost a lap in front of me. If everyone's not done their pit stop, they have to do it on the next lap, because now they're on to lap 6. So either this lap or the next lap I have to do it, and that's when I remembered, oh yeah, I need to do my pit stop as well. So now I'm down into 22nd place. And there's a crash there as well, and thank you RatRods, thank you, 21st, no, back now in 22nd. And you're just gonna drive off. I mean the RatRod is, I get it, the Fagaloa is probably one of the thinnest cars in the game. And that's when I'm into the bollard again, and it's just, this isn't going well. This really isn't going well this lap. And that's ruined any chance of me potentially really overtaking Hoo-Ha if they've not made their stop yet. And now we've got, am I getting lapped? Well, these cars for position, they're honking the horns, but I don't know if because usually you honk your horn, the clown horn and that, if the car in front of you is going to be lapped by you. But they're actually full position behind those two, so nice try, nice tactics to try and get me out of the way, but it's not going to work. I mean, I'm slow, but I'm not that slow to get lapped after about, 10 minutes of actual racing, if you ignore the time, because about the first 3.5 minutes were or so. we were getting ready with the cars, but now then, we've got the RatRod behind us, which I'm not even going to bother fighting this because I can't really. I'll let them go to the inside line, and they're going to dive in the hairpin, but now, because we've got so much grip, I'm going to try go for a cut, but like it is side by side on the hairpin exit. But there's so much more speed out of the corner. Yeah, the RatRod is such a slow car in general, but look how much faster it is than our Fagaloa. It's so quick in a straight line, again, compared to our car. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, for a RatRod car, it's kind of, at least Rockstar somewhat made it realistic. I mean, good on the straight line, but horrific through the corners, as a drag car should be. But since we can actually still get time through these corners, you can see now we're gaining on it through corners, we've got so much more grip and cornering ability. So maybe if this track was all just corner oriented, then yeah, we could have a chance against the RatRods. But because if this was the only straight, it would be actually quite even between these cars, but because you've got 3 straights really, there's nothing we can do about it. So of course it's going to be a RatRod that wins the race. It's all about who actually ends up being the fastest Fagaloa. Well, the highest one up the order. Of course, it's definitely not going to be me, because I'm definitely not in 20. There's definitely not 22 other RatRods in this race. And look, my consistency has been horrific, but then again, after not racing for half a year, throwing you right at the deep end with, I mean, admittedly it's a slow car, which helps. But throwing right at the deep end against 29 or so other people who actually know and race on a regular basis, then yeah, not being last really is an achievement for me. And there's still got one more lap I think left to go, and still there's a chance that we can actually still finish the race, because I haven't been lapped, and we're now then on to the final lap race, lap 8 of 8, in what has seemed like a really, really long race. It seemed like it's been longer than 10 minutes of actual racing. But again, I think doing anything in a Fagaloa makes it seem like it's been longer than it actually has. But a day to night race though, because once again these things are so slow, it's been half a day to actually get to this point. And now in first and second place, they're actually really close. Third place as well, so you know, the RatRod battle in front actually seems to be pretty close between the podium. We've got 4th place now as well. If I can get about halfway down the back straight, there's a chance I can finish the race without DNFing, because the time is going to come up as soon as about 14th or 15th place crosses the line. And I'm guessing there's still about 30 people left in this race. Of course, the more these races, the only people you don't really get rage quits in this race. Oh no, camera time already. I didn't like that. You know what? If Slipstream just turned on right now, I'd really appreciate that. Because then I could get a tow off that RatRod, which is getting closer to the line, because they're in front of me, they've got a better chance of finishing the race. Now I'm going to have to absolutely launch around this final hairpin. We've got 10 seconds now to make it up to the line, and I'm not going to make it surely. This thing is so slow, but the line's just there, the line's just there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm going to make it, I'm going to finish the race. My first stream race with, I mean, the first, like, closed crew stream race. I make it 23rd place. But honestly, that's just the happiest I'm ever going to be to finish in 23rd. My first stream race after nearly 2 years of actually trying to get in a race. I mean, the last time I actually raced Broughy was back when the Nodo Nonchalant Dominance crew was the one that existed for the Stream Crew and that. And I think we raced Boxfields that day around Ron Raceway or something like that. It was a slow van around Ron Raceway. My best lap was a 121.7, and when was the lead Fagaloa? The lead Fagaloa was, according to the graphic, in 11th with Marias, who had a 121 once. You know what, 6 tenths off, people actually know what they're doing. And Mark Verstappen as well, 120.6, so yeah, it's about a second or so off. I'm happy with that, it's only to be a second off the likes of Mark Verstappen and that. But it was Hoffers that took the win. Imagine everyone in the top 10 were all the RatRods. You got Broughy in 8th from the back of the grid with best lap 118, so 3 seconds a lap quicker than what I could do. Yeah, if you enjoyed this very unexpected, even for me, GTA video, then please leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram, that'd be much appreciated. Hopefully I can get into some more stream races soon. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.